All right. Yeah, I've never seen that one from Watanabe, but I think that's like the least impactful one
Yeah, probably.
on the list. You know. Ah, shit. Dude, I tried making my own like coffee drink today.
Oh, how would I go?
I think baristas deserve to get paid more because
Bro.
this shit tastes disgusting.
Oof.
Yeah. I what's it called? Cuz we have like well, actually you probably don't have it where you are cuz we have like flavoring.
Yeah,
Um
we don't not really the European style of coffee.
yeah. Oh yeah, this is a disgustingly generic Americanized like cuz we have like the flavoring syrup that I put like a pump of. I've never tried it before, right?
Right.
But like I put a pump in, I put some milk in, put some coffee in, just did not taste good at all.
Ugh, you tried, man.
So, but it's okay, you know what I mean? I'm getting what
I
I
mean,
want.
drinking some chocolate usually helps, I think.
Yeah.
Like some just
But I won't lie though. I do like just black espresso.
yeah. Yeah.
Nothing can really beat that, honestly.
Yeah, that's definitely the one I'm consumed the most.
Yeah, like
Pure fucking coffee.
yeah, I feel like nowadays like cuz you know how like wait, do you I don't know, I guess like most food is pretty global now, right? But um
Yeah.
like pancakes and shit like that. Um
Right.
it's like it's sweet, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So like I can't eat a sweet food and drink something sweet, you know? Like
Right, right.
it's too
Too
much.
too much sugar. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you
Yes.
mean.
So I like having
I'm
like
like
a
that too.
bitter black
Hell yeah.
coffee, you know?
Like my future. Hell yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But it just I don't know, to me it just tastes so much better.
Yeah, I agree, to be honest.
I appreciate the bitter taste and stuff. It's just like it's like you've expanded your palate to like understand a greater depth of flavor, you know?
Yeah, no.
It's kind of like
Yeah,
watching
I mean,
anime, you know?
oh shit. Real.
Our depth of flavor is a lot greater, you know?
Fucking true, bro. Fucking true.
Yeah, some people just aren't based enough to understand that,
Uh,
unfortunately.
it's like when yeah, I definitely. It's like when you're a kid, you only want to chicken nuggets,
Yep.
but then you develop a taste for the
Yep.
for the finer things in life. That's also an anime.
Yeah, exactly. I know what actually good things are, you know?
I know. We have developed our prefrontal cortex.
uh not wrong. Not fucking wrong.
We'd be cool like that.
What else did I yeah, like this week has just been a lot of driving around, just doing a lot of shit. Because there's like a bigger city near us, and we go there a lot. So, you know, we're always doing stuff there. So it's just been an exceptionally busy week this week. So, but yeah, I realized. Well, I actually like the more I know we said this before last week, but like the more that I think about this season, the more this is probably one of my favorite seasons in a while.
Yeah, anime is good again, confirmed.
Yeah, I even checked out. Okay, you know those random shows that were on our list. Zatsu, Tabi, That's Journey, Mono, and Me and Alien
Yeah.
Mumu. Okay,
Yeah.
those actually seem like decent shows, surprisingly.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, so they could be utter dog shit, right? But you know, we'll I'll find out. Like for example, you know the Witch Watch, right? Um,
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
yeah, but like you know what I mean. Like episode 2, it's just like a drastic just fall off, you know.
Uh,
Um,
yeah.
in
Well,
terms of
I mean,
quality.
I enjoyed it. It's like it's that type of show.
Yeah. But like it kind of went in the, it like all the references were fucking goated, right? Like
Right.
I loved them, but it was like, oh, like I guess it's just gonna be this. I don't know. I guess I wanted it to be a bit. I guess what I wanted was more action. You know what I mean? I know that's weird to say, but like,
Right. Right. Yeah, it's just not the style of the author, to be honest.
yeah, I wanted to see the ogre fight more.
Right.
So, yeah, I guess I just gotta alter my expectations and enjoy it for
Yeah. Fair.
what it, excuse me, for what it actually is rather than what it isn't. You know?
No, yeah, I think that's a fair point.
Yeah, but you know that's something I can realize when I have high anime IQ. Has anybody ever said that?
Big
You
point.
should use that term unironically and see what someone says.
What?
I have high anime IQ.
I mean, you could just remove the anime and just say IQ, and people will look at you like, "What?"
Oh my god. Some people have had to have said that. Like that has to have been used.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure they have one ironically too.
Oh my god. I have the highest anime IQ of anyone that I know.
True.
Which isn't really saying a lot, but you know. All right, well, let's go ahead and move right into
Anime is
it.
good again. Kinda.
Yeah, let's anime our brains out, you know.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty.
I do wonder if anime is partially responsible for you know, the brain rot. Like, I mean, I know it's more like TikTok and like Vine and shit. Like Vine back in the days, pretty sure started the whole brain rot shit.
The
But I do
way,
wonder how much of it is anime related as well.
well, this is the way that I view it. Okay, and you can tell me if it's like if it's not an accurate, you know, tool of measurement, right? I view anime it's the same as like, I mean, it's just art, right?
Right.
Like
It's just that a lot of the art is fucking weird, man. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, but it's like when you create something, it's an expression, right? So anime isn't necessarily the cause, it's just the result, right? Like the art reflects reality, right? The art doesn't alter
Right.
our reality, you know? So it's not so much that anime is brain rotting us, but we've brain rotted anime.
Yeah, that could be it. More so. But man, I don't know. It's like, I mean, I guess if it's popular, it's gonna get made. Sort of style. Like, I think Isekai is a good example.
Yeah.
We brain rotted Isekais to death
I mean,
to the point they're a parody of like parodies of Isekais are more like than Isekais.
truth be told, man, it's like I wouldn't even say it. I mean, I guess popularity is a component of it, right? But
But
I would argue that money is like far and away the main reason, you know? Like none of like there are popular things that just don't get made, but if it can make money, then it will get made, you know?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and when you have this trope that's like really easy to make
Hmm.
uh and produce, right? Because it's so formulaic and people just eat it up, then why wouldn't a lot of these studios just adapt all these like random uh like authors LNs or mangas or like whatever the fuck it is, you know what I mean? Um
Yeah, yeah. I think a good example would be. I mean, I guess it happens with regular movies as well. I guess you can look at the whole like Avengers, like MCU shit. It's sort of the
yeah.
same way.
Yeah, I
People
just
complain it's like brain rot trash,
yeah.
but like it's popular, you know.
Yeah,
It's like what people
it's
want to see. That type of trash.
yeah, it's popular and it makes money, you know.
Right.
That's the like key component there, you know. Um
That's why they keep giving Watanabe projects. Boom,
yeah.
transitions.
Exactly. And because they keep giving Watanabe projects, he is now subject to the tribunal of myself and El Bananas here on the Critical Anime Theory podcast, which I kind of forget that we call it that sometimes. Um,
Oh, sorry, the good old cat.
the good old cats, bro. We're just a bunch of kitties. Kitty cat.
Bunch of puss. What?
But today, in light
You
of
know, so sorry. I was gonna before you go.
yeah,
I had a thought, a small or big brain thought.
mm-hmm,
We just need to get some women in the
mm-hmm.
podcast, and when we can call ourselves the Pussycats. Think about that.
You know, I think you know what? Let's run some focus testing on it, and then we'll
Let's run the numbers on this guy
yeah
first,
yeah we'll
and then I'm right back to you. Yeah.
yeah we'll do some market evaluations. You know what I mean? Some group
Some
focus testing.
projections for
Yeah
next semester.
yeah. We'll see where we can get with that.
The
But yeah. So we've been subjected to some interesting stuff, wouldn't you say? From
yeah,
from Mr. Watanabe. You know,
yeah,
the
a lot of different stuff.
a lot of different stuff, right? And so I think it's appropriate that in light of his recent attempt, that we kind of go through and just
Attempt, yes.
that we kind of just go through and give some recognition to, some of his better works. Which is a Shinichirō Watanabe tier list, maker of all the shows that he had a sizable impact in creating. And yeah, this should be interesting, fun, and light. You know, unlike our last 46 streams where we've yapped for an hour and a half every single fucking time. But yeah, so let me go ahead and put this here. I'm gonna move our little thing down here. And then okay, let me zoom in a little bit more on the tier list. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. I think this is good. Yeah, this should be fine. Okay. Mr. Bananas. We are gonna start off with the we're gonna go chronologically, okay? Which
Okay, yeah, that's actually sounds more interesting.
yeah, which I think I know the chronological order just off of memory.
So I guess Macross first,
Yeah, Macross first. Okay, I think I got it. Okay,
then Bebop, I think.
Macross. So this is all from memory. Okay, and if you like, go ahead and look it up right now and see if I get it right. Okay.
Right.
Let me know when you have the list in front of you.
I give me a second.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You see, I can be such a hater because I'm such a fan. You know.
Really?
Special privilege granted unto me.
Oh, he's co-director for Macross Plus. He's not the sole director. Okay.
Oh, he's co-director?
Yeah.
Okay. Should we keep it on here?
I think that still counts.
Sure.
I mean, Ikuhara is the co-director of season 1 of Sailor Moon, so I think it counts.
Yeah, I would count that, honestly. I agree.
Okay, I have the list.
Beautiful. All right, you ready?
Uh-huh.
So it's Macross, Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, Space Dandy, Kids on the Slope, Space Dandy Season 2, Terror in
Wait.
Resonance.
No.
Fuck. Wait. Okay. Where did I fuck up?
So I think Samurai Champloo's third. Like I think Samurai Champloo's third,
Yeah. That was the
and
that was
then
that was the third one that I had.
oh wait, it's probably Zamkyo third then because that's before. Wait, when did Zamkyo third air? Because I have the list, but this list fucking sucks. Wait, let me look at the English page. Probably my biggest mistake. Okay, this one is ordered. So okay, Bebop, Champloo, you're right. Then Kids on the Slope. So
Oh.
Kids on the Slope was before Space Dandy.
Okay.
That's the only mistake, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. And then what's after the Space Dandy Season 1?
Yeah, Terror in Resonance.
And then Season 2?
That's season 2 is not included in this list, but yeah, because season 2 is after 2014. So we did Space Dandy in 2014,
Mm-hmm.
and he did the Terror of Resonance in 2014 as well. So yeah, Space Dandy is definitely like 2015 or 2016. The
Okay.
season 2, I mean.
And then it's Carol and Tuesday and Lazarus.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
A
no.
bit of a gap between
Lazarus isn't even fucking on here. This is Blade Runner. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I couldn't see the fucking. Yeah, yeah, he did do Blade Runner, or like he was.
Oh yeah, it's a short film, not the right.
Yeah, I mean, do I even want? What the fuck? I don't even want to include Blade Runner in here though.
Yeah, he did. He did the Blackout or like Black Lotus or whatever. It, it is both actually. The Blade Runner, Blackout 2022 and 2017.
Hmm.
But and then he did the Blade Runner Black Lotus 2021. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen those, so I'm not even sure if I can have an opinion on those.
Um. Yeah. I mean, that's like a. It was like a movie, right?
Yeah, they're both movies. I think. Yeah. No, actually, no. I think what's Blackout, the earlier one, is a movie, and the other one, I think it's like the Tank Adult Swim picked up. It's like a mini series or something like that.
Hmm. Um. It says I don't fucking know, man. I'm not gonna include that shit. I hate this
No,
list already.
sure.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Fuck this
I mean, it has
list.
the main ones. I think. I think that's what matters.
Actually, let me
I
let me
even
let me look for.
I didn't even know like fucking Blade Runner was a like he did Blade Runner things.
Um. Yeah. I wonder what the fuck. Wait, how do I edit? I want to edit this one. Reset. Choose files. Save or download. Wait. How do I?
But yeah, but main director works are those.
Dude, other people did these tier lists, and it's like.
Because those other films, like he did the Mind Game movie. I know I was a music producer on that one. My bad. He did one short for Genius Party as well. The one that has a really cool short from a lot of cool directors. It's like the anthology.
Oh, okay. I see. I see.
But I think main ones that are all on that list. You just probably ignore the ones that.
Okay. Um. Yeah, that's just annoying. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be a lot cooler looking. Okay. Anyways, all right. Let's start chronologically, and then we'll get right into it. I can't believe I fucked up that timeline though. Like I I was so
I
confident.
mean, it's understandable. I think kids on the slope and Space Dandy are like. I mean, kids a little bit earlier, but yeah. I actually thought Rare Resonance was before Space Dandy, so
Oh
I
yeah,
guess it's like the same time
that's valid.
sort of thing.
Okay, all right, you ready? So Macross, where do you think it lands
Macross.
on the list? Even though neither of us have seen it.
I looked a bit into it. I guess this is like the direct sequel to the original one that came out like way later.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming it has to be good because the franchise still exists. It's like the first original thing after the first Macross, and it's like 12 years apart or some shit like that.
Yeah,
That's a has to be like at the very least a B tier,
that's
or
valid.
else Macross would be fucking dead at this point.
Yeah, yeah. B tier is yeah, I agree. I agree because I mean we already know other things that weren't a very good tier. Um,
Right?
yeah. So
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's fine.
Anime, man.
Yeah, anime.
Yeah, I think maybe a low B tier because we haven't seen it yet. But yeah,
Yeah, we'll see if we add anything there. All right,
yeah.
Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, this is a tough one actually.
So I okay.
I mean, we were doing this like Watanabe relative, like comparing all his works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then I think it's Hester.
Yeah, I was missed. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Like,
Yeah, I think
uh,
from his works, this is the like
S
his
tier.
most iconic one to an
Yeah,
extent. This is what made him have a career. It's
yeah,
such a unique anime even nowadays. Yeah, the fucking
yeah. I would.
yeah,
Yeah, I would definitely put it up there.
yeah.
But, but now you may disagree with me, but I think Samurai Champloo is better
Mm.
than Bebop.
I disagree, but I like
Okay,
I get it,
what in
but
what
I
way?
disagree.
Okay, there's but what do you mean? I think Samurai Champloo is. Oh my god, I'm gonna.
I mean, like, there's definitely a lot of things that made Samurai Champloo even more unique, like the music, especially. I feel, and the whole aesthetic. But like, I think the story from Bebop is just better, man. I think the characters are just considerably better. Like, I think I can look at the Samurai Champloo characters and like, oh, they're like super cool and shit.
Mm,
But I like, I think Bebop has a better narrative, more emotional as well. Like I think the teams. I mean, they're both great in terms of team, but I think from a character standpoint and a narrative standpoint, Bebop is just better. Like that fucking Annie for Bebop. There are not many anime endings, even nowadays, that can like even compare to that one.
yeah. I
I think it just stays more with you, even though I think Samurai Champloo has cooler aesthetics.
I I'm the one controlling the website. Fuck you, bananas. Okay.
Fuck you, dude.
I just okay, yeah. I mean, I do.
Like I get it. Like it's a fucking great anime. Like
I like.
just the music is fucking phenomenal too.
Yeah, I mean, I just like
I mean, it's
more.
probably fucking phenomenal for both, but yeah.
Yeah, I just like more about. Um, I like more about what Samurai Champloo has versus what.
But the Space Blues, man.
Yeah,
Space Blues, man.
I mean, yeah, I get it. I mean, Spike is probably the only character that I genuinely like from Cowboy Bebop. Whereas in Champloo, I like all the characters. You know,
Oh, really?
Mugen,
Really?
Mugen being
Yeah.
my
I
favorite.
actually, I mean, I think I like two characters from Shampoo, which is I can't remember his name right now. Mugen.
Yeah,
He's Mugen, and the big titty girl. She was fucking hilarious.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just like they're like two different
I
animes.
think it comes out to like personal aesthetic, I guess,
Yeah, yeah. Because I don't think there's
which is
really.
fine. I think they're very like similar shows in that sense that they have super unique aesthetics.
Yeah,
and you do very completely different things, and they feel, but somehow they feel very Watanabe.
Yeah, like it's
This was what somebody to speak like. This is
yeah, this is his
like from a
best.
creative standpoint, this is peak Watanabe. Like,
Yeah, and even just like from a regular anime standpoint, they're just like far and above
right.
and beyond, incredibly, insanely well done.
Yeah, I
Pieces
think
of art.
yeah, there's still anime that hold nowadays. I think that's what
Yeah, yeah,
like I could still recommend Bebop or Samurai Champloo to anyone nowadays.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah,
They
hundred
still look
percent.
great. They have like cool stories, like cool narratives.
Yeah, and you
The
really
plot,
wouldn't even
like
get to say the same from Macross, right? Like I feel like you would have
yeah,
like
I
yeah.
really thought that one stands as well.
But like just to be able to watch this kind of style of animation, you I would say need to be somewhat invested into anime, you know?
I mean, I think this came out in like the 90s. This isn't probably doesn't look as different to Bebop in a sense. It probably looks
Uh
more like Bebop than Bebop does to Samurai Champloo in the
yeah,
sort of
but
aesthetics.
I feel like people would watch cuz they have remastered Shampoo and Bebop, right? Like as like a higher definition, whereas I don't think
Mm,
Macross
right.
ever got that treatment.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Macross Plus got that treatment. You're probably right.
So, I don't know, man. Just a lot of people do a lot of like uh what do you call it? They say animation, but they mean art comparisons, you know?
Right, right.
So, yeah. That's why I think someone who's watched a good amount of anime would appreciate Macross more than watching these other two, where these other two are pretty timeless, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Macross Plus definitely looks older in that sense.
Yeah. Okay, Kids on the Slope. Let's do you want to just say
Oh,
the grade on the count of 3?
fuck, I actually don't know. I'm
But just say the grade you think.
okay, okay, okay,
I'm gonna go one,
okay, okay.
2, and then when I say 3, we'll say the grade. You ready?
All right, all right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. B.
B.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah. I would say it's a very high B. I just don't think the story is not very well developed,
No.
and it's like a lot of like it just doesn't end like it's like 12 episodes, right? Like, and like the slope feels it's really good for the music and shit,
Yeah.
but as a whole story, it doesn't feel very complete, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the thing about all these Watanabe shows. They're all gonna have fucking phenomenal music
Yeah, and
because
like
that's what he does.
sort of like half-written stories that are still
Right.
sort
I'm
of
pretty sure.
complete.
I'm pretty sure the manga is still being published when this anime was made. Like, I can't imagine any other reason why they left it so like hanging.
I I can see it now. They're in a boardroom meeting, and Watanabe is like, "No, we cannot have a definitive, conclusive ending. That is not the Watanabe way. I made Cowboy Bebop."
I am the one who knocks.
Dude, do you think he said that to people before? Like, I made Cowboy
Nah, nah. I
Bebop.
think
You
he's
need to
very
listen to
like.
what I.
Nah, I think he's like very typical Japanese of like staying humble and shit.
Yeah, which is kind of funny, right? Considering like some of the main characters he has in his shows.
Yeah.
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 That's funny. Okay, next one. Space Dandy. All right. All right. We'll do the same thing on the count of 3. You ready?
All right. All right.
1, 2, 3. A.
Esther.
Wow, you would put it S tier?
I would put it at the lowest this tier for
Okay.
season one. I think we talked about this last week that I said like one of Watanabe's greatness strengths is being able like not necessarily as a director. I mean, of course, he's a great director too, but as a chief director, like the guy who sort of like directs things without directing, if that makes sense. Like, I think Shinbro from Shaft is a good example of someone who does that because. Like he's the chief director, but there are directors for the series. He just sort of picks the people he wants working in certain episodes almost. Like he gives them a lot of freedom, but he just picks the right people.
Yeah.
And I do think Space Danny is Watanabe is its greatest
Yeah. Yeah.
in terms of like get the right directors and make this like insanely good show.
Yeah, I'll say
And
I'll say it's his best episodic work.
oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think Bebop and Shampoo, like some of the more episodic bits, do flounder a bit in comparison to Space Danny.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like an anthology that it sort of comes together later on.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's yeah, I love Space Danny. I love the whole concept of it, and it's still sci-fi, so it's still in Watanabe's like ballpark. But just the way he can get all these famous directors and animators and like art directors to like come work for him to make this thing happen and make
Yeah.
it coherent and make it look fucking beautiful every episode. Just
Yeah. I mean,
just
you know what? Yeah. I'll concede. I would agree. S tier, but the lowest S of the tier. Um the more I'm like thinking back on Space Dandy, and I
it's
did.
such a man. It's definitely one of those shows that deserves a rewatch. Everyone
Yeah,
who
it
likes
does.
anime like as a medium, like watch and rewatch Space Danny. It's like, ugh, so
You,
good.
you know, I hate rewatching shows. Honestly, I never watch rewatch shows, but I have rewatched episodes of these three in the S tier.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's and like I don't like to rewatch because I'm like I could be watching something new, but like I'll end up just watching the whole episode, you know, and I'm like fuck man, I just watched an entire episode of an anime I already saw, you know, like
Yeah,
god damn
it's
it.
like we have the Space Blues, and then Space Bombay is like the I guess the funky blues, the funky space. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like I don't know, man.
no,
Got the
it's
fucking whole like Hooters knockoff, good old boobies.
yeah, it's yeah, yeah, it's the good shit.
Yeah,
Um, okay, Terror in Resonance. All right.
I think right.
Yeah, C tier.
Yeah, I will say a lot of people hate this anime. I personally don't.
Okay. Also, we should preface that like a C tier Watanabe is like a fucking A tier seasonal anime. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like if like people hate this anime, but if this anime came out today, people would be like fucking fucking touching themselves with this shit. Like
yeah,
the music in this anime is so fucking transcendent. It's crazy.
yeah. The plot though, it
Yeah, yeah. It's not. I don't think it's that bad. I think
no, no, no.
I wouldn't say it's good either, but like I think a lot of people shit on
Here's
it. I don't want to say unfairly, but like I understand that the ending kind of sucks. But, like I do agree
yeah,
with that.
but funny enough, it's probably the like best ending that he has outside of the S tier.
Yeah, no, gotta
For the simple fact that it ends.
right. I mean, Carol and Tuesday definitely has a worse ending.
It doesn't end. It's a
Yeah,
cliffhanger.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. I think Tyrannosaurus isn't that bad. It's not
yeah.
like the best written story, but like it's still really fun. Like I never find the characters annoying, and I'm never like I don't know. I think a lot of people hate this anime because at the time this came out, this was the worst Watanabe. But look at us now.
Yeah, exactly. Look where we've come so far.
Yeah,
Oh my god. Okay. Space Dandy season 2, A tier.
bro. Dude, no, 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 no. This is the best Watanabe work. Everything about season one is true, but season two is just objectively the better version of that.
You
It's
think
like season
so?
one, season one they laid the groundwork, but season two just goes all out, and it's even somehow better. It has like the best episodes. It has But like the ending for Space Dandy season 2, it's so simple and yet so fucking good. Like I fucking love the ending.
Why didn't I like it? I'm
It,
trying to
it like
remember.
ties the whole. I don't really want to spoil it, but let's just say it like it makes the episodic like anthology like shit, and it like wraps it all together perfectly.
Yeah, because it's like a. I think I didn't like it. Well, I don't know. Maybe I did like it. Well, because I
I mean,
know
he basically like
it started going into like alternate dimensions and like timelines
right,
and
right. Yeah, that's sort of how it's explained,
yeah.
and like the ending that like fuck, I don't want to spoil, but I feel like I have to spoil because the shit is so good.
I mean, I don't.
It's
I
basically like he just in like a lot of universes, and
yeah,
that sort of explains why he's so good at everything. Almost like he's in all the universes, but he also shares like their skills almost.
yeah,
Like he doesn't necessarily share their memories, but he shares their skills. Like if he's good at surfing, it's because in one universe he surfed a lot or something like that.
yeah.
And then at the end, God offers him to become the new god.
Yeah.
And
I
bro was just like, nah, fam, I just want to go to boobies and have adventures. And I'm
yeah.
like, God damn, this is
I think it's
fucking masterpiece.
because Rick and Morty was also airing at the same time, and it kind of like crossed because Rick and Morty was doing like a similar concept. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, true.
And I believe I was kind of tired of it at this point, so that made of like
I think
salty
that's fair.
my dandy impression.
But
But
I know, I think for me, like, just glues the story instead of just being like a cool anime
you know what?
anthology showcase
You're
type of
right.
shit.
We are comparing it to other Watanabe works. It would be S as well. Yeah, you're right. I keep
Hell yeah.
forgetting that. I'll agree. Sure. I'll concede.
Fair, fair.
Okay, Carol and Tuesday.
Uh, uh, I'm not sure. Like, objectively speaking, it's not the worst anime ever made, right? It's like really good
No.
music. The artwork is great. Like, phenomenal. Like, I think it might be a C tier, right?
Yeah.
I'm,
I
yeah,
I will say I've listened to the entire Carol and Tuesday soundtrack multiple times.
understandable to be honest. Like, it's just the thing. All these animes, even like the B and C tiers, fucking goated music. Like all of these animes are like some of the best music in anime, just in
Yeah.
general.
Which is like kind of like ironic that he couldn't make a music
Yeah.
anime.
Man.
Oh, that's fucking
Man,
great.
he really made like he finished Space Daddy season 2. I think that was like 2015 or 2016, and then he like waited, God knows how many years, and then he made this thing.
Dude, it's crazy cuz like he had like a really good direction in like the first half.
Yeah, like the first part, the first core, amazing,
Yeah.
and then the second core is just like it's like he has no idea what the fuck he has to do or like what he's doing.
Yeah. I you know yeah. I'm going to give an overall opinion like on some of the my favorite points on his stuff, but um Carolyn Tuesday, like again, the music, the visuals, the aesthetic, the designs. I don't know how the fuck he can do everything but write a goddamn story. You know, like
Yeah, yeah, which is crazy because he has written great stories in the past. I mean, it's not him, like it's the people working with him. It's not like he's like sitting there writing the dialogue
well, you know what's funny is
with
that like
everyone.
the
It's just
further along that we get in his success, the like less polished his skills seem to have become. You know, like
yeah, I don't know if it's like the changing times or like maybe he's trying like to force himself to change with the times. It just
no,
feels like
I just again, I told you, I don't think he's writing anything. I don't think he even wrote Space Dandy. I think he wrote like the
no, no,
first.
that's the thing. Like Spezzanti, he basically, I mean, he had like control of power, of course, because he was the fucking chief director. But like, he will leave a lot of the work for the directors and like episode directors. There's like, since the plot is so thin for Space Dandy, it's like every episode is sort of its own thing. It's more like every episode had I don't want to say a whole different thing because obviously there's some overlap with the artwork and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, every like a lot of the episodes is just like one director doing 1-2 episodes per season, like he was and shit like that. Like
Okay. Well, I mean, well, I'll give you my finer point
it's
later,
not like
but
he wrote Bebop or Shampoo on his own, you know what I mean,
yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
But I will.
I legit just don't think he's a good writer. I
Yeah,
think he's a guy
he's
with great ideas. Like
yeah,
I think he understands how to make good idea anime,
yeah.
but I just don't think he should write a lot of those ideas.
I will. Yeah, and I'll give you an apt comparison in a sec. But
Like, do you know how many fucking script writers Bebop has?
yeah, like a fuckload.
Let me count them for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like,
Yeah.
as 9 script writers, and Watanabe only wrote 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty
And
sure.
if I look up Champloo, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same.
Yeah. Um.
He's just not. He shouldn't be writing the things that he
Yeah.
directs. I think that's sort of like the main.
Yeah. 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 And I think that. I think that Lazarus is D tier. Um.
Yeah, unless the ending like blows my mind.
Yeah, I think Lazarus is D tier. I think that Watanabe, it's not a thing of like trying to change the times. It's that I think he has more creative control. Like, look at George Lucas. He made Star Wars. And then once he had full creative control, he made the worst 3 Star Wars. You know? Like, sometimes the idea guys should just stay idea guys and not like script guys. You know? Um, like, Lazarus just seems to be a like
It feels so corporate, which is crazy.
well, it's like not just corporate, but like it feels how do I like it feels like Watanabe sat down and like wrote like he wrote shit that he thought would sell, and I think he
Yeah,
wrote shit he thought was like Bebop and Champloo and Dandy, but
correct.
it's not. It's been too long. He hasn't written anything, you know, insanely creative since Dandy, right? He probably needs more help than ever writing a script, you know? And I think even if he did have help, even if he did have script writers, he has to
Right.
have some sort of final say and control over a lot of these things because again, like I don't think he I don't cuz again, I don't think you watch this and think it's good. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. I think Chaos has a lot of the same problems. Somehow this one is worse. It's just like crazy to me.
yeah, it's okay, let's look up Space Dandy. So Space Dandy, right, which is arguably the last time he wrote something good, right?
Yeah, and again, he had the concept of like an episodic anthology series almost.
Yeah. So it was directed by him and Shingo Natsume, right?
Hmm.
Um, he worked on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, right? um,
There's a lot of like if you look at the Space Dandy what do you call it like the staff list, it's gonna fucking blow your mind away. Like a lot of these just some of the best people in the industry
oh,
just in general
Yuasa was on the
back then.
writing team. Holy fuck, I didn't know that.
Oh, he directed episode 7 of season 2, I think, or something like that.
God damn. Okay, but check this out, right? There's three,
It's just crazy. Like
six.
you look at the list and you just
Yeah,
like
there
some of
are
the best
there are
people in the
9
industry.
writers on Space Dandy. Okay.
Yeah, because every episode. I mean, I want to say every episode, but like there's a lot of like one person writing 1 or 2 episodes, almost like type of thing. Like
Lazarus has 4, and Watanabe is the only director.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that list will probably be upgraded by the end because it's still airing.
We'll see. We'll
That was
see.
episode 3 that he was the director from season 2. No, I'm sure it will. It just airing things usually don't have the most complete like.
Carolyn Tuesday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Yeah, I find it I find it hard that 6 people wrote current season. It really depends on
uh,
like yeah what like Watanabe wrote the last episode, the middle episode. But again, he's not director; he's chief director on that one as well. So it's not like he's coming up with the concepts, except some of these concepts are not the best, and he's trying to get a team to work those concepts. Because again, I don't think he's a bad director by any means, but I don't think he's not a Miyazaki, he's not a Yuasa, like he's more like the vision of the series, rarely the execution of it.
yeah. Um yeah. I just am it's just a little depressing, right? Like we see the peak of his work, right? And how honestly at this point we're not even really asking for something like different. We're just asking for something decent, you know?
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
doesn't even seem like we can get that. Like
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
maybe one day. I mean, he has lost his sauce. I hope this shit is like a wake up call. Um Oh yeah, another point that I wanted to touch on, like all of his work has a really good way of having like representation without needing to like be overt about it, you know? Um and
Yeah, I think like
Lazarus Lazarus
yeah, I think
feels really forced, you know, on a lot of
yeah.
points. Um
I think I mentioned after episode 2 there was just a character who shows up and they're like, I'm trans. And
yeah.
it's like, okay, but it's like this literally doesn't add anything to anything. Like this is not like an important plot point or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, like
It's just like I'm trans and I'm like okay, like cool.
yeah, like one of the like good ways of introducing just like those like archetypes that you don't necessarily see in every single show, right? Was like Skip and Loafer, right? Where the aunt was like a cross dresser, right? But it wasn't like
Yeah, but yeah,
hey hey
I was
I'm a
gonna
cross
say like
dresser. It was like
I
a
think
you know
I was gonna like Cyberpunk, like our main boy.
yeah
You know what I mean? Like you don't need like what's his I can't remember his name right now. Uh, man, fuck, I can left. Wait, I'll go. What's his name? You know, David Martinez. You know,
yeah
the
David
main dude.
Martinez yeah
You don't need to show up on screen and be like, "I'm Latino."
yeah yeah
It's like I think it's sort of for like what's the other show? That really good show I can remember his name right now. That's coming out this season as well. The Coulon generic romance, right?
yeah cool on generic romance yeah yeah
There
yeah
are two
exactly
gay characters, right?
yeah
There's obviously two gay characters,
yeah
but you don't need to say that like, oh, I'm gay or like I'm bi. I
yeah
guess like maybe bi or something like that.
yeah
Like you can just show him like you know what I mean.
yeah like yeah yeah I know what you're
You
saying.
don't need to be like I'm gay.
Yeah, it's a choice, you know? It's definitely a choice.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's I don't know. I just think we've seen so many good examples of representation and he's done it before in the past, right? Like even with Carolyn Tuesday, you know, even with Space Dandy,
yeah, exactly.
you
Yeah, like
know.
doesn't need like we can infer things from characters. We don't need someone to show up and like
Yeah, it just feels
look
really
straight look straight at the camera and be like I'm trans.
yeah, it's like it's almost like it's like it's kind of like looking down on your audience, you know what I mean? Like you lack the
Yeah, it's like yeah,
ability
it's
to like
definitely it
comprehend.
feels corporate. It feels like you're filling the diversity quota.
Yeah. when like you've
Which
already
sucks
been doing
because, you
that,
know,
when you've already been doing that for like 20 years,
yeah,
without even
exactly. Like,
trying.
you know, imagine Cowboy Bebop Faye shows up on the screen and she's like, "I'm woman."
Yeah, right. Like, yeah,
And like, yeah, you know, Samurai Champloo, like, obviously the two main characters have very different backgrounds. You're gonna need to them to be like, "I'm criminal."
yeah, yeah. Like they're just people, right? Like a lot of his
Yeah,
shows are just
exactly. You don't need to be like,
about people.
if it's actually like an important character trait that that person is trans later on, I'm fine with that. But you could just like in that one scene that it might be like relevant or important, you could just say that then, right?
Yeah, I think Windbreaker did a pretty good job. You know,
Yeah,
in one of,
it's
like in the
like
first
yeah,
episode.
it's like yeah,
Um, yeah. I mean, there's just so many ways to approach it. I just think he didn't do it well. I think that
I do
like
guess from maybe from like a Japanese audience might be like feel a bit different.
yeah,
Like
maybe.
maybe talking about trans characters might be like feel different for a Japanese audience. That maybe it is better to come right out and say it. But I don't think Lazarus was made for a Japanese audience,
No, yeah, that's the thing.
which is kind of the problem with Karen Tuesday too. It's I think I already mentioned this in the podcast. It's a interview with Imaishi
Yeah.
where he just like says that you don't like Trigger anime appeals to the West, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not trying to.
Yeah.
You don't need when you try to appeal to the West, you end up with Manglobe. And even though Samurai Champloo was Manglobe's first project, the studio still went bankrupt because they kept trying to make Western appealing shit like Ergo Proxy, which sucks.
God damn, dude, that shit was
Like,
so
there's a lot
bad.
of shit. Like, that's the whole problem with Manglobe. They tried to create a studio around appealing to a Western audience, and they had one huge success, which is Samurai Champloo, and then they just kept trying to remake it, and it didn't work, and the studio went bankrupt.
Yeah, that's funny as fuck, actually. God damn, dude. Yeah, It's so funny. Like thinking back on these shows, it kind of makes me. I do want to rewatch Space Dandy, Shampoo, and Bebop.
You
Maybe I,
definitely should, man.
maybe I will. Maybe I need to run back a lot of these directors' greatest
Yeah, Space
hits.
Side stuff fun, man. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
I still need to
Every
finish.
book is so different.
Dude, I still need to finish Penguin. I still need to watch Penguin Drum.
Ah, shit. Most confusing show I've ever seen.
Yeah, because I want to do a Ikuhara tier list. Well,
Oh,
the list would just be
I
all
mean,
S, but
we all know which one is top, so
yeah, yeah, it's pretty easy.
yeah.
But
I mean, I guess you've seen most of it, right? Have you seen the Yuri Koma show?
the which one?
Yuri Koma. I'm sorry.
Uh, have I? Maybe I haven't.
So he made Utena, and then he made Penguin Drum, and then he made Yuri Koma, and then he made Sarasanama. That's like the weirdest one. I think Yuri Koma might be the weirdest one. Not the hardest one to understand. That's definitely Penguin Drum. Penguin Drum is a fucking mess to understand.
Uh, oh, Yuri Bear. Oh,
Yeah. Yuri Bear.
what the fuck? I've
Yeah,
never
Yuri
seen this.
Koma Arashi or
Yeah, Yuri Kuma
Yuri Bear
Arashi.
Storm of Bullet or some shit like that.
Yeah. Okay, no, I have not seen that.
Yeah, this work he did after Penguin Drum. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, I see, I see. So he did part of Sailor Moon. He did
Yeah.
Revolutionary Girl Utena.
Uh-huh.
Um, wait,
And then he did Penguin Drum like more than 10 years later.
yeah, Penguin Drum.
Then Yuri
Uh,
Koma, and then then Stars on My.
these are like so it's on my. And then he re-released Penguin Drum.
Yeah, I still haven't seen those actually. I don't know if I want to see them.
Wait,
Because Penguin Drum feels like such a complete experience to me.
Ikuhara announced that he was changing his name to Bonsyo Ikuhara.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Wow, I love this man.
Such an Ikuhara thing.
Yeah. Apparently he's a. Oh, wait. Oh no, he did finish this. He was writing a manga called Nokemono to Hanayome, The
Yeah,
Outcast and
I
His
think that's
Bride.
that'd be his next. I think that's his next project or something.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, updated to the scene series regarded as precursor. Oh, okay. Interesting. So apparently, this manga that he wrote didn't become an anime. It like inspired Yurikuma.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that actually.
Man, this guy's thoughts are just all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
It'd be like that.
but yeah. So this was a good little reflection. This was
Yeah.
this was really nice.
Over 20 years of a career, I guess 30 basically.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Had a lot of projects, at least like the directorial projects. He has a lot of music directing and stuff.
yeah, there's a lot of there how do I describe it? Like there's a lot of anime out there that is like very uninspiring, but when you watch something
Right.
that really does kind of spark it in you, it kind of just stays with you forever. You know what I mean?
True. True.
Cementing its like quality, and that's what like a lot of these S tier shows uh kind of do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is like peak Ikuhara for sure.
Yeah. But I definitely want to do Ikuhara. I want to do Satoshi Kon. I want to do
Oh,
Hosada.
that's
I want to
kind of
do
spicy.
yeah. I want to do Yuasa. I want to do you know what I mean? Like I want to do
Yeah, he also has a lot of work.
yeah. Well, I mean, we'll figure out which ones are which, but I mean that's gonna be a work in progress project. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
that's definitely one of the projects on my bucket list. I've been like watching all things from certain directors.
yeah.
I'm
I
missing one thing from. I'm
yeah.
missing one thing from Yuasa.
Yeah, I think it's like a good way to really like um
Yeah,
sort of like hone in on like certain aspects of anime. You know what I mean? Because you get to see
yeah,
like what certain directors do and how they do it. You know,
real.
but yeah, dude, this was fucking fun. I like this a lot. So
Yeah, it's a good introspective.
yeah. So maybe next week, if we're able to stream, maybe we'll do a little bit of a blast of the past. We'll maybe visit some anime from a random year. Kind of like what we used
That'd
to
be
do,
nice.
and
Yeah,
look over it and see what was good, what was bad. You know what I mean, and see if opinions have changed since then. So
yeah.
it'd be nice. All right, but thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe.